What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning. So come by and say hello. All right, guys, we are less than half a day. I think it's like 11 hours from the end of the first season of the Wild Pass permit, or Wild Season Pass, Wild Season permit, whatever you want to call it. And I just wanted to A, capture these numbers, and then B, capture these numbers for posterity, and then B, kind of expand on where we are at. So you can see here we have, I forgot what the breakdown was. A majority of them did come in vouchers, but the total was 3,669. Again, maybe there'll be a couple more added in, but I have no idea why anybody would be buying a Wild Season Pass with less than half a day to go. I believe a majority came in. It was like 850 that were part of the credits DEC or DECB, and then the rest were vouchers. So, you know, we'll say like more than 75% came in on vouchers. And I expect that to continue. Again, DECB, we're not going to print any more of that, at least not as of right now. So anything with credits and regular DEC, you know, maybe people will use that, but vouchers are definitely the way to go. So you can see here, let me go back to the page. Okay, yeah, so 10 hours and 55 minutes. I wasn't too far off. That's significantly less than what we thought. But like I said, at the end of the day, we are getting hopefully higher rewards now in Wild. And I just want to show you some of the battles that I have. One here, I'm getting 6.6 SPS. Again, this is versus like the 4 to 5 that I used to get before. So, I mean, we're up like, I don't know, maybe 50% some wins. Maybe we'll just say like 25 to 50%. Here's another ranked win, 5.6, 6.3, 6.3. Is there anything else here? Oh, these might be tournaments. But point is, we can even go now to the leaderboard, and let's see if we can find somebody who's at the top. Now, I don't know what the staked SPS for these folks are. I haven't checked, but let's just go to XWheelX, which I believe is Luis here, and see what we got. Ranked wins. So winning 16 SPS, 16, 19. That's pretty good. Now, when we compare this to Modern, it's probably still going to be less than what people are making in Modern, because there's obviously less people playing in Modern overall. But if we go to Vet V, who's at the top, and I know Vet's got a decent amount of SPS staked, but just for full context and comparison, still making 37 SPS per win, 37 there, 37. So it is still a very stark difference between Modern and Wild. And I think I played one battle this season. Yeah, one battle in Modern. Excuse me, in Modern, and you'll see that I'm near I'm in Silver, right? So I think my rating is 1120. It looks like there's almost 2,000 players ahead of me. There might be a couple below me. I don't know how many of these would be the bots that are, the liquidity bots that the team are running, potentially at Silver. But at this point in time, I would say that we probably have less. Or I don't know. I don't know how to quantify it. I mean, we know for sure that 3,669, or we'll just say 3,700 people roughly played in Wild this season. I think it's considerably less in Modern. I don't know how many more people there would be in, the ratings below where I'm at, but, I would, my guess is that we have maybe 2,000 people playing in Modern, and that might even be like, you'd have to count me playing in Modern, even though I did only one battle, right? Because I'm just kind of ranked there. So anybody else that might have played one game and then just stopped, they have a ranking, but they are not active players, right? I have not been dipping into the reward pool here. I've been dipping into the Wild reward pool for the most part. So when you consider where things are at, and the fact that there's probably at least twice as many players playing in Wild than there are Modern, 16 SPS versus 36, 37 SPS, I mean, that's kind of in the halfway zone. So it would make sense that is where things are at. I would also venture to say that, ratings inflation is probably going to become an issue for Wild. I'm sorry, ratings inflation will not become an issue for Wild as well. And I wonder if there'll need to be liquidity bots there. But even though there's more players, I believe Wild is going to become a little bit more top heavy. I mean, I'm able to make it to Champ 2. Again, that's on the back of botting my account, although I'm sure many other accounts are botted there as well. I don't know what the breakdown is like for Wild anymore, where if you have a lot of silver and gold accounts that were playing lower level cards. Either way, I think that this was a solid first season. In my opinion, it was significantly less than what we were expecting. And at the end of the day, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm making 1 to 2 more SPS per battle over the course of the season, especially with SPS less than a penny. It's not gonna, it's not anything to necessarily write home about, but it's a good start to this experiment, and I am very curious to see what the numbers will look like in season 2, because if I'm saying this and I'm just like, okay, well, I'll probably do an analysis after the season is over to see how much SPS I actually won from the game last season, and I'll just do it through ranked. It was definitely above the whatever 2,000 DEC or whatever 2,000 DEC cost in SPS. So I know that I was able to recoup my costs at this point in time. It's still viable. Will other folks start to see that too and start to play? Will there be bot accounts or alt accounts that are put online? Or will people just decide, you know what, the juice isn't worth the squeeze, right? Whatever I was able to earn from this, subtract the 2,000 DEC or the 40 vouchers, and it just didn't make any sense. So I'll be curious. Obviously, we'll get an idea in about 24 hours of where that is. So I'll try to do a follow-up video within the next 24 hours or so to see what that appetite is like in the first day or so of that. But keep in mind, we didn't have, it's been a slow, steady grind. Obviously, things tailed off and it's been slow towards the end. But for the most part, we did see most of the, I'll say we saw most of the purchases for the Wild Season Pass or permit in the first half of the season. So that's all I have for you guys in this video. Just wanted to share with you, capture the numbers for posterity, and so that we can compare, because if I remember the post from Royal Eagle on Discord, they're not going to update those numbers every season. It's just going to accumulate. So next season when I go in, I'm going to have to try and get a snapshot of where we ended this season, and then and then of course subtract from that. So I really hope that Peak Monsters or Splinter Cards, if anybody's watching from these services, will be able to do this for us automatically. That would be fantastic. But if not, I'll try to do the best I can manually, at least these first couple of seasons, to see where we are at. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What was your reaction, or what is your reaction to how the first Wild Season permit went? And, did you participate? Will you participate? Will you not participate in the future? And for any modern players, did this surprise you? Do you think it adds value? And ultimately, I'm just wanting to get feedback from everybody. But that is all I have. I will catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.